So, he's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Jets next on Madden Football.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're brought out by a former first-rounder and Rookie of the Year runner-up in 2021 out of the University of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
And if he replicated his game from last week, Kate, they'd win 9 times out of 10. Last week was just the odd case for a 4-touchdown game. Wasn't.
And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 20. At the 20-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Jones. That one's cut along the left sideline. Gets it to the 15. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa. Thrown right away, Tagovailoa.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tua now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. All right, set now, 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. That's brought it. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And the Dolphins got it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. 1st and 10 from the 41. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Aubrey puts it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's tackled for a short gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. Pressure comes, Jones. Wilson on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hall takes it straight ahead. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Now Jones on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Again, Jones to the air. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets get 6 more on their early advantage. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Washington now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, here's Tua. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll get this one to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now. Jones looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
From the 36. It's caught. Ferguson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll come up 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jones. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up. Play fake, Jones. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw. Here's Jones. Looking for an open man. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Jones. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Miami offense headed out there now. 1st down. Here's Tua. Caught. Nice game left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Tua now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Jets and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Jones to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Jones now on third down. Able to hit Hall, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Jets take their first time out. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working from the gun, here's Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Jets push their lead to 18.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Tagovailoa on first down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down.
Ready, son?
Tua setting up to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here's Tua again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they stop the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And with no halftime report this week, it seems, we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. They send Hill right. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Caught by the open man. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running with Achane out of the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tua off the play fake. Now they'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays a 3-possession game. Ball at the 33 for first down.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, who'd love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole. Still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
They give on 2nd to Hall. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 2nd and 2.
Here's Hall once more. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw. Finds a man right side.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the 37. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Jones now to throw. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Koo able to put it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Waddle now in motion right. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming, Tua. On the move, headed right. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. 1st down, throw by Jones. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, get set.
Blitz coming for Jones. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Jones. One deep. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Brought in right side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So 2nd down coming up. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jet. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's Hall on the carry. Escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 1st run of the game, Zamir White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets nearing their 6th win this season. Third down give to Hall. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Trying to push this past the marker. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Looking to throw it. This one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
This finds Smith. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. To throw. Escapes out to the left. Has a man, it's Achane. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed. For the win goes to the Jets. And they take not just a victory,